One of the things that struck me about sort of your take on what's happening is that the move to whatever you want to call it, what do we call it, common prosperity or whatever we've seen President Xi doing, that's important, but maybe not as important as ongoing competitive tension between the West and China, and the U.S. specifically in China. That's going to continue. And I couldn't help think about those mock-up aircraft carriers, and what the heck does that mean that they've built over there to sort of how to strategically deal with some of our aircraft carriers? I mean, this seems like it's getting kind of serious.
No, I completely agree with you. I mean, we're in a full-fledged competition that's on the tech side and on the cyber side. In addition, this is happening when China is going through its own longer-term domestic policy change. And you have the Central Committee of the Communist Party meeting through this week, and they're really laying out some longer-term plans that go all the way through 2050. And part of that is really looking at greater financial stability, more affordable housing, reducing the inequities as well. And so taking a look at this crackdown, I mean, there's 9 different components to it, which include data privacy. It also includes greater competition, having more competition within the ecosystems. And I don't think the market has completely priced this in now. I mean, we are still underway on the tech stocks here.
Joyce, did the rationale for President Xi, and I mean, obviously he wants to stay in power, and that there's some decisions there coming up. Did some private sector companies and their CEOs or the people that run them just get too big for their britches, or is this really about trying to solve income inequality and for the good of the average person living in China? What's he really trying to do? What's behind it?
Well, I mean, I think both are actually right. I mean, the disposable income in China is still very low for services that are expensive. I mean, education, affordable housing, healthcare. So there is definitely common prosperity to address the inequity. But there is a sense that sectors have grown too fast on the new economy side, and they're reining that in. And China has a history of this. I mean, in the past, we've seen them do this on TMT. We've seen this do this on the banking sector. We've seen this do them on a number of sectors. So this isn't something that is really that different, but it does mean slower growth in China. And since August, we've actually taken down the China growth forecast 5 times. I mean, we have China's growth in 2022 at 4.7%. Now, that is something that's deliberate on China's part. They are not having the growth of the working age population that they needed to support 20 years ago. And they're making adjustments now to really get to a rebalancing of the growth, and also to take a look at the sectors where there has been rapid expansion, but not that much regulation.